baby! Back and acting better than that with a Dwajé be the likes of mankind has never seen before. We're ready to eradicate all the Peziantes from this earth like a true hero would. The evil Peziante shall fall. So Iran now fired missiles at a U.S. Base in Quatar. That was the most beautiful English of all time. So now we're going to see what the U.S. does. But the thing is, the Iran missile launch, they did that just to posture. It was just to pump their chest. Like King Kong or the Maestro after he is easily able to win a boxing match against a 90-year-old granny. So we're going to watch this, see what they have to say. But they purposely did no damage to the Qatar base because they don't want the U.S. to retaliate again. So we'll see. So that's obviously, they didn't kill anybody or anything like that, like they were trying to do with Israel.
Governance has been on the military front, the geopolitical front. We're going to stand up to the big Satan and the little Satan. And people in Iran know that the United States and Israel both have now attacked the Iranian assets. And I think, again, they've done this at least twice now, where they don't want to bring the full measure of the
If the women had big asses, like the assets in America, then they wouldn't be able to be attacked.
States for some
T-armed.
But they need to tell their people they've done something, and they can tell the Iranian people they did respond, and they can exaggerate the degree of success and the tit for tat nature of the response, and that's what many people think they'll do. And this could be a sign of that, but this is not a closed thing. It's not like they get one chance to respond. They may respond that way and then respond a different way.
What are you eating?
Charlie, I think the biggest variable in all of this is the Iranian people and what the government feels they need.
Because the Iranian people hate their government.
Them or keep them from demanding a change in government or have a perception that they're a failed regime. And we don't know. Most of the reporting out of Iran, and I'm unfortunately not in a position to do much reporting there directly, but most of the reporting suggests that they're rallying around the government. They're reacting negatively to Israel and the United States, and that's good for the government because that means they've got more leeway in how they respond without having to worry about losing face with their own people.
Okay, 6 missiles launched so far by Iran right now as we're here on air.
Because I guess these governments obviously have the ability to put out so much propaganda, just like the U.S. does. But these ones even more because they probably only have like this. They only have the state-sponsored media and I don't even know. Are they able to like watch YouTube and shit? I don't know. I think they might. I don't know. They need to be able to watch the Maestro.
Many have been intercepted. There are multiple explosions over Doha, and those interceptions are ongoing right now.
Doha is the military base in Quatar.
Kind of, hey, it's coming, and they didn't quite want to kill Americans, but they wanted to show face domestically, and they said, hey, we did this thing, it's over. And I mean, I could see it if these missiles are successfully intercepted and no U.S. troops die. What does your reporting show, Mark, about how President Trump would respond? Do you think he will take an off-ramp and then kind of just put this thing?
Yeah, we got to see how.
If no U.S. troops die.
In the short term, I do think that's what the president would do if it's just some buildings hit. However, there's an ongoing issue, right? The president, to the extent, and again, you've taken heat, as you said, both called an isolationist and called a warmonger. The president is committed to not letting Iran develop a nuclear capability or intercontinental ballistic capability. The Israelis seem to be on this, and
because that was our objective. Our objective wasn't regime change. We were trying. What do you want? What do you need, Pupatiti Munzi? What do you need, Pupatiti Munzi? Our objective was taking out those nukes, and we did. Getting to the nukes before they were made, because they had the enriched uranium at the Peziante factories of Fordo. So we had to do that, and Peziante Munzi does not want me to do this video. So let's see what they say.
Not only hit our targets in Iran, but with a great deal of confidence. But if there's another element of the mission,
she must have to tinkle.
Saw over the weekend where the United States capability can get it done and Israel can't. They don't have the B-2s and the bunker busters. Then I think the president would go back for more. But I think the goal is to say,
She has to tinkle, I
deter
think.
Iran from
Are you kidding me? One sec. Come here, sweetie. Mama, she has to tinkle and I'm in the middle of a video. She has to tinkle and I'm in the middle of a video. She has to tinkle. Give me 2 minutes. I'm in the middle of a video. Oh, shit. Sketchy Monzy.
from striking American
I love you.
forces around the world, deter them from hitting American forces in the United States, and hope that Israel can do what both the United States and Israel say they want, which is to eliminate that missile capability and that nuclear capability.
We're getting some of the video now that we're going to put up. Sorry, Mark, this is all just breaking news in real time.
Yeah,
I'm
real
a
time.
breaking news guy, fella.
No, I know. So, and by the way, feel free to check your phone, Mark, if you're getting sources and you're getting information to live on air. The skies of Qatar are lighting up right now as interceptions seem to be occurring.
I'm surprised they did it in Quatar, though.
Videos. Mark, what does this say for the MAGA doctrine, for the Trump doctrine? If there is an off-ramp, President Trump has kind of created a third way. We've kind of always existed in, hey, either you're a dove or you're a hawk. President Trump has always existed kind of in between those two modalities. What does this mean for the Trump doctrine and the Trump foreign
She's definitely got a tinkle.
Speak loudly, carry a big stick, use it when necessary, and no boots on the ground. I find people who are surprised by how President Trump is handling this to be guilty of not paying attention. He's doing exactly what he said he would do. People say, well, this is a slippery slope. No, he's not going to put boots on the ground. There are not going to be American forces on the ground. There's going to be no nation building. There's going to be no attempt to win the hearts and minds of the Iranian people.
Yep.
There'll be a lot of rhetoric.
There's no winning that.
How the Iranian people, as the president put on Truth Social yesterday, how the Iranian people should consider changing their government because their government has not performed in their best interest.
She's got a tinkle. But anyway, yeah. So they launched missiles at Quatar. Didn't do much damn purposely because you know the Trump people would do unhealable damn. So what do you guys think? Was it a mistake for the Trump people to take out the nuclear facility? I obviously think it was good. And now now Iran is basically just posturing. If you like this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And my show never gives